What's up, Woodford? We're out here at Core Health Center today. Now, I'm joined with Scott Neal of Core Health Center. He's going to introduce his team. But, Scott, you guys just opened up December 1st, correct?
Correct.
But they are not new to the business or new to the game at all. They have been around for years and years. They have 14 centers all around the state. So, Scott, you've got your team members here today. Do you want to give us an introduction?
Sure. All right, first off, I'd like to introduce our doctor. This is Dr. Channing Fugit. And then let's bring in our CT. This is the lovely Madison.
You can see they have a full team. It's a full care approach here. Speaking of, Scott, when you guys start to, you meet a new patient, you have somebody that's interested in your services, you guys are going to start with first kind of a consultation, right?
Correct. So anytime a new patient comes into our clinic, we do what's called a new patient special. So we bring you in, we'll do a full consultation, we'll do an exam, we'll do 2 X-rays in the area of concern, we'll also do a full insurance verification and a report of findings for every new patient that comes into our clinic.
That's awesome. So I just want to take it back to basics today. When Scott and I were chatting before we started this interview, I wanted to know what the difference was between PT and chiropractic work. And, honestly, I just truly didn't know. So hopefully I'm not the only one out there with that question. So, Scott, can you tell them, if they're interested, kind of what is the difference and what do you guys do here exactly?
Okay, well, I'm actually going to have Dr. Channing here kind of field this question for me real quick, because we focus on the central nervous system in the body. So think about it as a chiropractor, we are focusing on the spine, correct? Mm-hmm. And then we are looking at the central nervous system and how aligning the central nervous system can affect the rest of the body. So I'm going to let you kind of dive into that real quick if you want to.
Okay. Chiropractors, we focus on the spine and central nervous system. The spine encapsulates your spinal cord. These nerves that exit out, they can have some pressure on them. We try to take that pressure off the nerves, get the body functioning to 100%.
That's awesome. And I know there can be some, hesitation or reservation when you talk about going to a chiropractor. You're just not sure what to expect, or will it hurt, or could there be long-term effects? But there are so many different ways. You were talking about hundreds of ways to do adjustments that can be very, very safe. And they all are, in fact, but they don't even have to be kind of the big crack you see on TV.
Right. Well, like you said when we were talking earlier, you even made the comment about, not having gone to a chiropractor, it could be scary. And a lot of times, and I brought up the fact that anytime a chiropractor, everybody thinks about the neck. And everybody's like, oh, I'm scared they're going to break my neck, or it's going to hurt, or this or that. And one thing to realize is with chiropractic, there are hundreds of ways that we can do adjustments, correct? So, correct. And I know Dr. Channing showed you, we have the little activator.
We have activator, pro adjuster, we use the drop tables. There's a lot more than just popping and cracking to it.
Right. So it's something that people should not be afraid of, because what they see on TV, what you've seen on TikTok or YouTube and stuff like that is not the norm. So we can adjust. So one of the things that we like to do is everything is tailored to the individual person. So the treatment plan, the adjustments, the therapies that we do is all going to be individualized to that particular person. So, it's something that, we want to educate people to not be afraid of it. Hopefully, we just ask people, say, hey, come in and see us. Because a lot of times when you walk into a clinic and you realize, hey, this is a nice place, Dr. Channing, he's actually a nice guy. So they come in, they see us, they meet the staff. We go over, we do the consultation, we do the exam, we do the X-rays. They realize who we are, that we're not just somebody that's a rack and crack type person. Then they start to feel safe with us, and we kind of earn their trust, and then it becomes a wonderful relationship.
That's awesome. I love that you guys do the X-rays beforehand, and they can do those right on site, so it takes just minutes to do it right here in the Versailles location. They can read those and kind of let you know as they talk about your plan for care. So this is available to anybody, right? You talked about your 85-year-old mother coming to the chiropractic clinic close to her. I also have friends who have been to chiropractors during their pregnancy, and then also little babies as well, right?
Correct. So we were talking again to kind of parlay off the conversation we just had. One of the things that people don't realize about chiropractic is we can see everybody from an infant all the way up to a senior citizen. And that goes back to what we were just talking about as far as the different types of adjustments that we do is all individualized to that particular person. So whether it be...
We're not going to adjust a baby the same way we adjust a 35-year-old. Everything's different, tailored to each specific patient.
Yeah. So it's nice. That is something, yes. Whether you're an infant, whether you're a senior citizen, whether you're 35 years old in super shape,
Yes.
we can treat you.
And so if they don't know if chiropractic work is for them or could help with their ailment, can you guys talk about some of the ailments that are most common for chiropractic work to help relieve?
Yeah, sure can. Actually, do you care to take this one?
Yeah. Probably one of the most common ailments that we address is headaches. A lot of times we call it text neck. Technology nowadays, everybody's looking at their phone. That reduces the cervical curve in their spine and can cause a lot of cervicogenic headaches. So we address a lot of headaches as well as other issues.
That's awesome. And in newborns, things like it can help with colic and sleep issues, right?
Correct, yes. It is actually amazing. I think we showed you at the beginning, we were talking before the program, and we have a list. Actually, it's a cervical nerve chart. And it is something that we use quite a bit to explain this to people, because a lot of people don't realize. They think of it as just the spine. There's pain. You go to a chiropractor, you get adjusted, you get out of pain. What they don't realize is where we say we work with the central nervous system. You got to think of the brain. The brain sends messages out. The spine, the nerves go all through the spine to every part of your body. So every part of your body is controlled by that nervous system. So think about it. If that message is here, if it gets interrupted due to some kind of misalignment in the spine, then that is resulting in some kind of symptom in the body. So when you start going through everything from allergies to, like Dr. Channing said, migraines, to, say, numbness. One of the things that we see now is numbness in the hands, carpal tunnel type symptoms. With the text neck, people like this are starting to get numbness in the hands. Through adjustments, a few adjustments, we get that misalignment, get the pressure off that nerve, bam, they get feeling back in their hands.
You mentioned that with tennis elbow.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So another thing is people don't realize that every joint in the body can be adjusted. So if you think of your spine, it's just a bunch of joints, correct? Mm-hmm. So think about elbows, wrists, shoulders, knees, hips. All that can be adjusted to relieve pressure, to relieve pain, things like that. So with me, I was telling you, I have tennis elbow, horrible. So every time it flares up, I go see one of our docs. They adjust my elbows, boom, gone.
Back to normal.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked Dr. Channing this question before we started as well. How do you know you come out of a hip surgery or you come out of a shoulder surgery and you're not sure, do I go to a PT or do I go to a chiropractor? Can you guys talk a little bit about when it is the right time to go to kind of not which, anytime you can be good for both, but kind of how do they know which one to call?
Well, I'm going to hand this one to you, Dr. Channing.
Yeah, we can coexist right after, let's say, an ACL surgery. The first couple months, physical therapists can really help rehabilitate that knee injury. But then after the knee injury, you may have a hip imbalance. And that's where we can come in, get your hips balanced out, and get everything moving properly.
I like that word, coexist. I think that's a great explanation. And hopefully Cory can pan over to the therapy section, because not only do you guys do adjustments in your open adjustment center here that you have, but you also do some therapies.
We sure do. We sure do. Just to kind of go over everything, depending on what you're looking at, we have therapies that are designed to help strengthen posture. So one of the things that we're big on is not only aligning the spine, but working with proper posture as well. So it's one of those things, I think when we were talking before, I said, if you come in and your posture's terrible and I adjust you and send you out of here and you're still in the same posture, you're not holding the adjustment as long, you're not getting the result that you want. So all these therapies are designed to help with stretching, help get blood oxygen back into the vertebra, to help strengthen that posture. And then also one of the big things too is to help restore the curve in the back of the neck.
Yes. One of the last things we talked about as well was what I call the trifecta. If you were to do a yoga class, then go get a massage, and then come in to get adjusted, that just seems like the perfect day. But you guys actually have a massage therapist, or you're looking for one here at Core.
Yeah, and I told you, if you're doing yoga, you're hired. I'll let you take that yoga class on right now. But no, so in every Core Health Center's location, we are set up to provide massage therapy as well as chiropractic. And right now we are looking for a massage therapist in the Versailles location. So shameless plug here. If you're a massage therapist and you're looking for a job, we would love to talk to you. We'd love to have you on our team.
Absolutely. And the last question that I have, because my mom and my grandmother and everybody always says, right, it's an old wives' tale, that if you pop your knuckles, you're gonna have huge knuckles, right? It like you guys talked about that myth that goes around. You even have a flyer created
Yeah,
for it.
actually, I just gave you
But
one.
that, in fact, is a myth, right?
That is a myth.
Granny, are you listening?
It is a myth. Yeah, I just gave you. There's a whole. Well, I actually just did a whole topic of the week based on this whole premise of, if you crack your knuckles, it leads to arthritis, all that stuff. Complete myth.
So, guys, you heard it right here from Scott and Dr. Channing and all the folks here. They're in the old Kroger parking lot, I guess now U-Haul lot here on Marcel's and Versailles Road. Easy to access, easy to find. Call them today for a consultation. They can go over what insurance will provide, what kind of care plan they would do for you. Of course, they'll do the X-rays and examine you. You said it's a 2-day process even, so
Correct.
or 2-visit process, however you want to structure that. So there's all kinds of options to come check them out. They're new to Versailles, but they are not new to the business. They have experts like Dr. Channing and Scott here who can definitely give you some relief if you need it. So come out to Core Health Centers. Check them out online, on Facebook. Where all can they find you?
Okay, we're on all of it. Our website is www.gotcore.net. We also have Facebook pages for all our locations. So right now it would just be Core Versailles. If you just punch that into Facebook or Instagram, you'll find us.
And What's Up Woodford would not be complete without Cory getting kind of down and dirty, right? Doing something fun. So you guys are going to put Cory to work today?
Yep, let's get him adjusted.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Well, here we are once again, being voluntold by M.I. Lee to get down and dirty. I'm here with the fellas here. I'm getting ready to to get popped. I'm getting ready to get adjusted here. So I'm actually kind of excited because, as you guys know, I actually do have back problems. So this is gonna be nice, right?
Good. All right, you got him. I like this.
All right.
I like the voluntold.
Yeah.
That's a new one. I like that.
It's an old military.
All right. So what
Okay,
I'm going
go
to do
for
is
it.
we go through here. I'm going to kind of let you explain, Dr. Channing, a little bit of what you're doing as we roll through this, okay?
Sounds good. All right, so I'm going to check your leg length here. Your right leg is slightly short. Let me
Yeah.
check that. So I'm going to pull your hip back a little more. And went even shorter. I'm going to push it up here.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Balanced out. So I'm going to use these drop tables here. It's going to raise up like this. Make a loud sound like that. So I'm going to push your right pelvis forward, left down. Do that a few times. And the legs balance back out.
It sounds worse than it is. Actually, it actually is very. It feels good. Like it's like almost like a release of pressure. To be honest.
All right, if you want to lay on your side and face me,
You got it.
we're going to address the lumbar spine. And if you want to scoot closer to the edge, I promise I won't let you fall off. So I'm going to bend this knee here.
All right.
I'm going to straighten the bottom leg.
Okay.
Let's open up your shoulders a little bit. I'm going to stack them right there. I'm going to put my hand here, here.
Are you good?
I'm good.
Are you good?
I'm ready.
All right, take a deep breath in and blow it out. Good. All righty, sir.
Beautiful.
Let's raise you up here.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and do an anterior.
Okay.
And let's slide you up to the edge.
Okay.
And let's cross that right arm over your left arm like you're hugging yourself. Just like that. I'm going to put my hand here.
This is actually my favorite.
Take a deep breath in and blow it out. All right, good. You needed that one.
Yeah. I don't know. There's no way you could hear it.
No. We didn't hear that one.
There's no way you guys can hear it, but I felt it, and it just. I mean, I feel almost like I can breathe better.
Yeah, that is actually one of my favorites.
You
That is
know?
one
Is
that,
that am I on the dot there?
Yeah.
That's good. That's awesome.
So are we going the other side or are we going neck?
We're going neck.
All right.
Let's
I'll have it this side.
And if you want to lay face up with your head here.
So I think, is this the one that people are most nervous about?
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
I'm going to show you there's nothing to be nervous about, all right?
So just right here on the right. Alrighty, sir.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Is that not amazing?
Like, so let me just, like, I feel like there used to be almost a little grind.
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm moving around. I don't hear it in my ears.
That's what we like to hear.
Is that my this is exactly how I feel. Is that right?
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Whew. Awesome. That's amazing.
See, you're okay.
I'm okay.
We did not Steven Seagal him in here.
Yeah, it feels great. Guys, thank you so
Hey,
much
thank
for
you.
this.
We appreciate you guys.
The worst probably thing about this was my hat hair. That's probably what
Honestly,
everybody
we
was looking at.
actually- We appreciate you volunteering to do this.
Oh yeah, come on. I mean, any day I could volunteer. 2 or 3 times a week. Are we good for that? Can I volunteer?
We're in. Yes. Yes.
Guys, here at Core Health, thank you so much. Amazing place. You got to come and check it out. What's up, Woodford? See you next week.